Thanks for tuning in to the USF Vessel News Show. I'm Ella.
And I'm Jaden. The University of Sioux Falls campus has had a busy spring.
We have stories today from theater, athletics, and clubs on campus, including an exciting announcement about our new esports program. The USF Theater Department is not slowing down following last semester's successful production of Steel Magnolias. For the spring musical, the department will be producing the new show, Catch Me If You Can. Vessel reporters Ina and Clayton have the story.
The University of Sioux Falls Theater Department is not slowing down following last semester's successful run of the show Steel Magnolias. For the spring musical, the department will be producing Catch Me If You Can, which is also based on the movie of the same name. Vessel reporter Clayton interviewed the head of the theater department, Alicia Jelfs, about what the audition process was like for this show.
Auditions for Catch Me If You Can were not necessarily different. The form that we typically follow was the same this year. We also focused a little bit more on trying to figure out people's range before they came into the room. We put more energy into that just so we could align parts with the songs vocally from the start. But otherwise, it was pretty similar. And what we saw is pretty similar to what we always see, which is a lot of talent, which makes the decision very, very difficult for us. But the team of our accompanist, music director, choreographer, and myself were able to cast the show accordingly to best suit everybody's strengths.
Clayton also talked with Nathan Elias, the lead in the show, about his experience with the audition process.
It was a little hectic compared to previous years because the audition day was the third day of class. Usually we have at least a couple weeks, but so it was a little crazier getting everything finalized and put together in order to audition for it. But you throw together a monologue and a song and then just go for it, same as any other time.
Catch Me If You Can will run from March 25th through the 28th. The Meredith Auditorium at the University of Sioux Falls. For the Vessel Online, this is Ina.
The women's tennis team is starting their season with high expectations coming from their seniors and coaches. As they move into conference matches, Ella and Carissa ask how they are prepping for a successful season.
The University of Sioux Falls women's tennis team preps for their upcoming 2026 season. Head coach for the last 26 years, Kevin Grebin, speaks on his confidence entering the start of conference play.
This year looks great. I have a very strong team coming back, filled with returners and experience and some good incoming youth, so we are excited about this year's season. My seniors have had the most positive impact I've ever seen before on a group, and they continue to play that role as they love to do. The makeup and quality of my players that come in to this program are a joy to be around, and I will stay here as long as that continues to be.
Emily Thinson, entering her 5th year on USF's tennis team, shares her perspective on the tennis team and what has kept her coming back to this team year after year.
I want the season to look like perseverance. I want every point to be we're trying our best out there, and we're going to be the team that finishes strongest no matter what the score says. Tennis has not only given me a purpose of going to school and, bigger than just after school. It's given me friends and a community and it's people that I'm going to have in my life for a long time. I enjoy playing tennis at USF because I feel like the team here is there's always a goal behind everything we do, and I love a team that is just united, and no matter what the score reflects at the end of the day, we're all there for each other, and I love that about our atmosphere.
Visit usfcougars.com to view the women's tennis team schedule for their 2026 season. For the Vessel Online, this is Carissa Maxwell.
When we come back, we'll visit the Cougar Cupboard, a food pantry that's available to everyone in the USF community.
And we will talk to the reporters and editors who create the USF Vessel magazine.
But first, enjoy these stop-motion projects created by the Advanced Video students. Welcome back. I'm actually in that class, Ella, and we had a lot of fun with those stop motion projects. Mine was about 400 stills. It took me about 2 hours.
Wow, that's a lot of time. It looks like a lot of fun. In addition to learning professional video editing, USF media students also learn journalistic writing. Students in the print lab create the Vessel magazine, a student publication that's been around for more than 100 years. Emma and Haley talked to writers and editors about finding the right stories in their creative process.
Each semester at the University of Sioux Falls, students write and edit the school magazine, The Vessel. The writers and editors for The Vessel meet at the beginning of each semester in the Media Computer Lab to discuss the magazine.
7 stories all at one time. They can't.
Physical copies of The Vessel are located in the McDonald Center for everyone to view and read. USF student and writer Toby Knutson talks about his experience with the magazine.
So for The Vessel, I'm a big theater guy, so I'm basically the theater person, so if there's anything happening in the theater community, I basically find stuff about that. And first, of course, I interview the people, and then I just sit down, and then I always like to think of like my story as like a narrative, not just like a informative piece, so I always try to want to find like the story through that and everything, so. A voice, or like, and not a voice, like, because I write, but just like a way to bring stuff from the theater side of campus to a vessel that can be shared throughout the USF community and update people about that. So,
Online copies of The Vessel are also available. USF student and editor Andrew Frowin talks about his experience with The Vessel.
I read the stories, I look at them first, then I kind of figure out layout of how I want it to look at, how I want the magazine to look, and then I just kind of put them in. I put text in first, and then I try to make it look pretty, basically. I get the format first, and then make it look good. It matters how long the writers take. If they take longer, it takes longer to make The Vessel, but if I had everything, I could maybe get it done in a week and a half. It matters just my time as well. I love to see what's going on around campus. Absolutely, you get to see kind of all the in-depth things of like things I'm not involved in. You get to hear all about it, hear from other people, and so just getting to learn about what's all really going on around campus.
The students a part of The Vessel are gaining experience for their future careers. For The Vessel Online, I'm Emma.
Sometimes college students struggle financially and find themselves unable to pay for food and other essentials. Matthew and Wells talk to Student Life about the Cougar Cupboard, which has your back.
The University of Sioux Falls currently has built in a food pantry on campus that began in the spring of 2021. It is to serve a growing need for college students. The University of Sioux Falls Cougar Cupboard has become a success over the years for being a valuable resource for students who are facing hardships.
Devin, I come here to ask you, what is the Cougar Cupboard and how is it beneficial to all these students at USF?
Yeah, so the Cougar Cupboard is USF's fight against food insecurity, which is basically when somebody doesn't have the means to provide a meal for themselves. And so the cupboard exists to provide food for those in need.
This resource is open from Monday through Friday and on the weekends, but hours may vary.
I'm here with Rachel Woltheisen, the resident director of Sullivan Hall. So Rachel, a question I want to ask you is, when did the Cougar Cupboard start coming relevant at USF?
Yeah, we launched the Cougar Cupboard in 2021. Over the past 3 years, we've really tried to pour more into it, though. Okay. It is in the basement of the library. Yeah.
For The Vessel Online, I'm Maloa Wells.
We are taking a break now to watch a few more of those fantastic stop motions.
When we come back, we will hear about the new esports program starting at USF in the fall.
And we will see how tasty the burger battle was in downtown Sioux Falls.
And see what students did at the Legos and Lemonade event earlier this semester.
Huh? No, 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 no.
So, do you think you can give me a hand?
Do I have one?
I mean, can you help me?
A love? What?
Song. S-O-N.
N-G. I spell.
Okay, so try it.
What is it?
A song? It's music with words.
No. Love.
That's a hard one. Miles, hurry up, we'll be late. Oh, I gotta go.
Well, Moles, what words do I need? I need
Okay,
words.
okay. Don't get excited. Use words like, hug and hold, kiss on my lips, tears on her pillow. It doesn't matter, just so they rhyme.
Rhyme.
And if you finish it today, I can give it to her tonight.
Tonight.
Oh, and have a good time.
Yes, sir.
Come on, we'll miss the ferry.
Esports is a very popular amateur and professional video game competition played worldwide. It's a popular program on college campuses, and the University of Sioux Falls students will be getting their own program this fall. Recently, I sat down with USF VP Joe Obermueller to ask him how the campus is preparing for this exciting esports program. Hello, and welcome to Java Talk. Thank you for joining us. I'm Ella Hancock. The University of Sioux Falls is starting an esports club-level program in the fall 2026 semester. Here to talk about this exciting addition is Vice President for Academic Affairs, Joe Obermueller. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
For those of us who don't feel familiar with the idea of an esports team, what exactly is esports?
Well, it's pretty simple. It's competitive gaming. Students and players can get together, and there's a variety of games that are in the menu of options, and so a school can select any one of those games and compete with other clubs with those games. So it's pretty exciting.
So why do you think USF needed an esports program?
Why not? It's a developing, well, I guess we're actually past developing now with esports, but it is relatively new in collegiate sports. Mm-hmm. So I would say it's, in the last 10 years, it has grown from kind of a grassroots, student-led type of activity on college campuses across the country to full-blown, university-endorsed even an athletic event. Right. And so I would say in between 2010 and 2015, there weren't very many esports teams, and again they were sort of student-led clubs. And then after 2015 to today, it's really exploded. And at this point, there's, I think, over 680 competitive esports teams across the country.
Wow.
So we're excited to be a part of that. It's
Yes.
going to be great.
So you were talking about like athletics, obviously, and the endorsement kind of for that.
Yeah.
So for this same esports team that we'll be getting, there is scholarships available.
Right.
So how could students go about applying for those?
I think it's the same way, you know, we have scholarship opportunities across campus for different programs, and so it'll work the same way as a lot of those other programs. And it'll function the same way in a lot of ways like athletics. Our new coach, her name is Libby, she's going to be great. She's going to be in charge of recruiting and finding students who are out there who are excited about esports and want to be a part of a collegiate level team. And so we'll be recruiting those students in, but it's open to any skill level. So you don't have to be an expert gamer to participate.
Right.
Anybody can across skill levels and I'm sure grow at the same time.
Yeah, that's awesome. So adding on to that, do you know if there's like a limit to the roster size or just kind of play it as we go? Depends on how many people get involved?
Yeah, great question. I don't think there's an official roster size. I hope we outgrow our space quickly, and I think we will. I think esports is going to fill a need that we have on our campus. And in much the same way that athletics function, I mean, if you just think of the basketball team or the volleyball team and the types of adjectives students would use to describe being a part of a team like that, the same adjectives can be used to describe being a part of an esports team. In fact, here's an example. The average grade point average for esports players is something like 3.8 or something like that. And so it's a part of the academic ecosystem, you know? And we don't have that right now. And so it's just going to provide such a great opportunity for students to be a part of something that aren't already part of the athletic program or aren't already a part of some other established activity that we have on campus. This is going to bring a new set of students to the university. We're super excited about that.
Yeah, I love that. That's so cool. So the information that was sent out to students through an email states that esports will be available starting in fall of 2026. Do you know how the esports seasons will work? Like, is it just a fall sport? Will it run all year long?
I don't know the precise seasons.
Okay.
It's one of those things that it's not doesn't depend on the weather. It doesn't depend on anything like that. So I don't know when some of those events happen. But I know that right now our new coach just started this week, and so her first task is to start building that roster and building that awareness. And we're going to undertake a renovation in our library to create the arena, and we're excited about that. The space, we're ready to do that in that space, and so she'll get to participate and oversee that process, and then go from there. So I think there will be a range of opportunity for students, from those who want the competitive experience to those who just want to show up sometimes and play. You know, and I think in that sense, we'll work out as an institution when the arena is available and how students can have access to that. And you know, I don't know if it's going to be available 24 hours a day or not, but it is one of those things that can be available at many different times for all sorts of different students who want to participate. So we're excited.
That's so cool. I'm so excited to see that grow. That's awesome. So if you had to have just a one-sentence pitch for students even considering joining the esports team, what would you say?
Do it. It'll change your life, you know? Maybe that's a little bit of an oversell, but it's another opportunity to build relationships, to grow in confidence, to grow in skill in something. And why not? We're making it available. The barriers are going to be really low to participate, and so why not? Get involved and check it out and see what it's like. I know I've learned a ton. As we've been talking about esports for a couple years now, I've learned a lot about it. I had no idea what a huge activity that is across the nation at college campuses all over. And so it's a way to connect with people at our institution, but also to probably meet others at other institutions enjoy that sort of competitive aspect of it. So.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with me today. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you, Ella. I appreciate it.
Yes, of course. Thank you for watching Java Talk. My name's Ella Hancock, and I'll see you next time.
That was a great interview, Ella. I would join up for esports if I could, but unfortunately I'm graduating.
I know, I'm bummed because I'm graduating too. Recently you covered a competition, but it was food instead of video games.
Yes, this January, downtown Sioux Falls celebrated everyone's favorite food contest, the Burger Battle. Anthony and I talked to pave worker Cody Egger and the importance of everyone's favorite burger, what it does for the restaurant community and the city of Sioux Falls.
In 2025 alone, $3.25 million was made in revenue. This year looks to exceed that number with 13 new restaurants. We talked with Expo worker Cody Egger.
Definitely been a more influx of people ordering from the kitchen and coming in earlier. But about, I want to say 80 to 90% of our total orders have been the Burger Battle. So it brings a lot more people just to at least see what we have to offer at PAVE.
Another popular burger in town from famed CH Patisserie is called an American in Paris. It sells out fast and is limited from 11 until they sell out. It offers a savory treat for a light lunch. With pastries to follow in the event that they do sell out, USF provides many means of great food, but January offers it to the town of Sioux Falls with Burger Battle.
It's really good for students just because it gets people out of their dorm rooms. If they're new to Sioux Falls in any way, it gets them traveling a little bit. They can walk around, enjoy a lot of what downtown has to offer, and try out these different places and actually see all the smaller, nitpicky little parts that Sioux Falls has to offer.
Even with the cold weather, downtown Sioux Falls could not be more lively with the annual Burger Battle ensuing. With so many new restaurants coming to the lineup, there's a burger for everyone. From the Vessel Online, this is Anthony and Jake.
At the beginning of the semester, students who were looking for a creative break had the chance to unwind at a Cougar Activities Board event. The event, Legos and Lemonade, brought students together for an evening of building and community. Abby and Samantha have the story.
Each semester at the University of Sioux Falls, the Cougar Activities Board, otherwise known as CAB, plan events on campus for students to enjoy community. CAB member and event host Cassie speaks on the inspiration for Legos and Lemonade and gives her thoughts on holding events like this in the future.
Yeah, so originally I wanted to do like minifigures so people could like pick from a bulk item of different pieces and make themselves. But that didn't work because these were the pieces I wasn't thinking correctly. But we just worked around that and used Lego sets for that. I mean, a lot of people were already standing at the table waiting for me to give them a go. So I think it would be a great idea to keep going with Legos because obviously everyone likes Legos and it's fun to build and hang out with friends.
We asked students what they enjoyed about the event and the strategies they used while participating.
Just the way that it was presented, like in the email, it made it seem a lot of fun.
I like Legos.
Directions all the way.
Directions. I lay everything out and organize it all and then build. I just keep it in a pile and then follow the directions and try and find the pieces. Oh, we love Legos. I love this event. I'm glad they did something like it.
We asked students to describe this event in one word. Here's what they had to say.
Chaos?
Yeah, chaos. Fun. Exciting.
Probably successful.
For the Vessel Online, I'm Samantha.
We hope you have enjoyed this edition of the Vessel Online television news program.
To learn more about the Media Studies Department at the University of Sioux Falls, search the USF website for Media Studies bachelor's degree.
Here are the students who made this show possible. Thanks for joining us.